welcome everybody. It's another edition of My Favorite Games. And this time I'm going to be playing Final Fight CD on the Sega CD. Now, Final Fight is one of my all-time favorite games. I had it on the Super Nintendo, and then again later on the Sega CD, and then I've bought it on 360 and PS3, a couple other places where it's been available. But this was one of those games that I saw in the arcade for the first time and was just blown away. Thought it was super cool. Really liked the characters, the idea of walking down the street and just beating the ever-loving crap out of gang members and stuff to go get the girl at the end of the game, right? So I guess, I don't know, 10 years old or something when I played this game for the first time, right? So this was this was awesome. Let's get right into it. I'm playing the Sega CD version, if I haven't mentioned that already, or I guess if you haven't noticed that from the intro, which you probably did. That's what happens when you have rum and stream at the same time. But yeah, this version is noteworthy for a few reasons. So when this came home on the Super Nintendo, it was censored, and it was missing a character. Guy wasn't in the Super Nintendo version, and on top of that, they had censorship. Like, Poison and Roxy were completely replaced with characters called Billy and Sid. I guess they didn't like the idea of beating up on female gang members in the game, so they wanted more feminine-looking but male characters to replace them. Which was a disappointment for me because one of the things I loved immediately about this game when I saw it in the arcade was those hot rock and roll chicks, Poison and Roxy. I thought they were so badass looking. I was like, wow, those are hot rock and roll chicks. I love it. So yeah, them missing from my first home version was, you know, broke my little heart. But this version has them, although they aren't arcade perfect. They actually have longer shorts on than they do in the arcade version. We'll get to that when I encounter them soon here. And their tops actually come down a little bit longer too, so they're not quite as scantily clad. Also, the first boss, they changed his name. In the SNES version, I don't remember what he's named, but I think it's Thrasher, actually, instead of Dam, which is his name in the arcade and Sega CD versions. So I've been talking a lot, but the soundtrack for this version is incredible. This song playing in this place right now. Lots of guitar, very of the time. Also, I love how Cody doesn't open doors. None of these guys open doors. Haggar guy, they all do the same thing. They get to a door, they punch that bitch open. They do not turn the doorknob. They're not cracking it open gently and walking through. No, doors must be punched. Or kicked. Oh, whoa, look at that. His name's Thrasher in this version, too. Well, shows what I know about my own stupid favorite game. I wonder why. I wonder why he's called that in this version. They went through all the trouble of keeping Poison and Roxy in the game, but they had to rename him. It makes me wonder what the next boss, if his name is changed too, because he's Sodom in the arcade, and then he's Katana in the SNES version, so he's probably Katana in this version too. Also, always loved how the boss there would whistle for more friends to come out and help him. So yeah, you'll notice there's Roxy. She's got longer shorts on than in any other version, and her top slightly comes down just a little bit longer. This game really came around at a time when video games were being kind of heavily eyeballed. They were very much considered by adults, in the mainstream anyway, as being like a kid's toy. You know, they didn't have the legitimacy that they have now. They weren't like movies and things like that, like they are now, super millions of dollars and high budget. You know, the respectability wasn't there yet, so there was all this, oh my God, won't somebody please think of the children going on at the time. I'm gonna be quiet for a bit. Just because this song is so badass. I wanted to be Cody when I was a kid. I wanted to walk like that, have huge giant muscles, be whooping ass on gang members. Life was simpler back in the late 80s, let me tell you people, alright? When you're a kid, everything is so much simpler. The world's so much smaller. You think you have a shot at growing up to be Cody, basically, you know? Like, oh yeah, it'll be great, man. I'll go beat up gang members. The mayor will love it, you know? People will appreciate it. Cops won't arrest me because I'll be doing a public service. Yeah, I'll be Cody when I grow up. Awesome. But no, not so much. It's funny too, because actually when poison hits you, and when you hit her and she kind of recoils a bit, you can see the line where they extended the shirt. She used to have, in the arcade version, she's actually got some underboob going on there. And in case you're wondering, I am playing this on the original hardware. I'm playing this on a real Sega CD. I've got a disc in the system. Final Fight CD goes for a lot of money right now as of the time when I'm making this video. I have no idea if it'll ever go down in value, but last I looked, copies of this were pretty expensive considering how old they are. And the packaging is cardboard cheap too, so it's, I mean, it's nice, it's got art all over it and everything, but it's not really the kind of packaging that holds up well over a couple of decades. Man, Andore took a lot of hits to put down there. Slow down in this version too. I noticed doing those punch combos. Take that from Andore. Let's give him some knees and throw him. So Final Fight came out on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live through the title Final Fight Double Impact. Came bundled with another game from Capcom called Magic Sword. I'm not really sure why they put the two of them together. They don't have anything in common, other than that they're both older arcade games. Oh crap, use that pipe, aren't I? Oh, that's right. The first time I saw this in the arcade, I was like, oh man, you can't let him get blown up. You gotta put the quarter in. And look how happy he is that that knife drops. That's awesome. special hits like water, man. They take a little bit of life every time you do them, so you want to try to avoid doing it. But so as far as performance goes, this is not the best version of Final Fight. The double impact version that came out that I mentioned is a lot better in terms of just like no slowdown, no clipping, that kind of stuff. It doesn't have this charming soundtrack, right? It does have a remix soundtrack, which is pretty good. I might fire that version up and do another video on that sometime. But this version is particularly near and dear to my heart, just because I grew up playing this one. I put hours and hours and hours onto it, and I always wanted another home version to come out later down the line that had this soundtrack. And Double Impact isn't quite this soundtrack, but it's you know, it's not bad. I feel like it's its own thing, and I like it. But I like this version a lot too. These are the songs that I know, so. And actually, the song that's playing right now, I heard this used on an episode of Botchamania one time, so every time I hear it, I think of the clips that I saw in that Botchamania episode. It's no longer associated with the game. I mean, it is, but it's almost more associated with Botchamania for me now. And if you're not familiar with Botchamania, that's a YouTube show where they basically take all the best screw-ups from pro wrestling and make compilations out of them. Put it to video game music and stuff, and put funny captions and things on there. It's really funny. I wish that WWE would just buy them out or something and let them just fully embrace it and let them do their thing as part of the WWE network, but whatever. Another discussion for another stream, I suppose, but anyway, so I noticed this guy's name is Katana. It's not Sodom like it is in the arcade version. I wasn't sure about that. It's weird because I know the bosses by their arcade names, and yet the home versions are the ones that I spent way more time playing. So it's just kind of funny that the arcade names were the ones that stuck for me. Crap. All right, let's do another character here. Let's do Haggar. Love Mike Haggar. He looks like Freddie Mercury on steroids. It's time to take some fools to Suplex City. Backbreaker City. No, Suplex City. He doesn't do backbreakers. He does pile drivers and suplexes. And he's so big he couldn't even fit in that car, I don't think. Double axe handling that car. So, fun fact about this stage. When you wreck the car, a guy comes out at the end, and in the Super Nintendo version he says, "Oh my car." Arcade version, he says, "Oh my god." And I'm pretty sure this version he says, "Oh my god," also. It's about to come out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Look at those awesome suplexes. Oh, I tried to do a pile driver, but do it. Spinning lariat. Drop kick. He's got all the moves. There we go. There's the pile driver. I love how using the katana is just his double axe handle thing, but with the sword in his hand. There we go. Same thing with the pipe, double axe handle, just hold the pipe in his hand. Command Andor. So, Andor here, or Andore, however you want to say his name, clearly modeled after or inspired by Andre the Giant. Huge character. He now goes by the name Hugo in the Street Fighter titles. And this game was back when we had games where you would just have characters blatantly named after real people, real things. This game also has Axel and Slash as two characters. They're the guys with the jackets that tend to block a lot. Probably saw me fight a couple of them earlier. They're literally named after the Guns N' Roses guys, Axel and Slash. And this game really isn't too far after you had stuff like the Contra games come out on the Nintendo with the artwork that was just literally pictures that were lifted from Arnold Schwarzenegger movies that they had traced a new character over. And then Metal Gear, which was also lifted from a poster. The cover for Metal Gear, rather, was lifted from a poster for Terminator. All kinds of stuff like that back in these days. I kind of miss that aspect of gaming sometimes. Just this kind of knockoff kind of thing that it has going on back then. It was really, you know, it wore its influences on its sleeves totally. Video games were just all about mimicking movies and stuff back then. And, you know, I guess it's for the better now because we have obviously a lot of great original creations, great original stories and things like that coming out. Video games are definitely their own thing. But yeah, it was kind of endearing a little bit to look back and, oh yeah, that Contra, that's two Arnold movies right there. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet again for this song because it's so ridiculous. It makes me laugh every time I hear it. Here come the vocals. Pipe these fools into submission. There we go. Haggar's about to kick it though. Those vocals always crack me up though. Sometimes video game music is so wonderfully goofy. I wish that I could like be there in the recording studio when it was made. Or at least that they had done like more documentaries or something. I don't know. I wish technology was back then what it is now in some ways, just because I would love to be in on the creative process of the guy just going, you know, just watch him jamming out in the sound booth. There he goes again. Come on, there we go. Those line those fools. I love how you can do backbreakers, or suplexes rather. I keep getting my terminology mixed up here. You can do suplexes right into the other enemies. That's the best. And Haggar's just an animal. He just ate that guy's gum that he spit out. He's just an animal. Haggar's like, I don't care. I'll take it. This damn pistol. Run, but you can't hide from Suplex City. You got a one-way ticket. Come here. Yeah. Oh gosh, this stage. Yeah, so I'm gonna get burned up a lot here. And it's gonna slow down a lot. Love this song though. Tell me that is not the most badass track in a brawler ever. You can't see what I'm playing air guitar right now. Love it. So good. Ah. Guys are always running off screen. Clocking you when you least expect it. I'm busy jumping over flames here, man. No, I gotta have another continue. Good, I got two. We'll do Guy here. We'll give Haggar a rest. Oh. Sick of getting burned up. This is tough. This is where they got you in the arcade, man. They're like, okay, listen, if they get this far, they're hooked. They're in. So let's put in a stage where they just get totally dicked over. Let's just keep having... I know. Fire comes out of the floors. Oh, it'll be great. Oh, this is about Andorre. Fools. Wow, that throw did not do much damage on Jake there. The guy's got a weak throw, apparently. A much better kick. Oh yeah, so check this out. Guy has this going for him. You never use this in the game, but they thought to put that in there. He's got a wall jump, basically. That's what he's doing there. Jumping off the wall and back to an enemy. Cody can sit and reuse knives, whereas everybody else throws them immediately. Haggar's got all those rad wrestling moves. Guy, we'll give him a wall jump. I don't know. There's like hardly ever any walls, except for at the end of the level, but yeah, it'll be cool. Whatever. Just trying to get out of there. This stupid ball bastard. I'm gonna get you. Alright, fatty. Oh, cheap. Oh. Poison in those legs. That guy in the leather jacket was named Slash, if you didn't notice. That was after the Guns N' Roses guy, like I had talked about earlier. These guys take forever to put down. Look at that face. Look at that face on Andre. He's concentrating just as hard as I am right now. He's thinking, how am I gonna win this? You're not gonna. He doesn't realize that guy can jump off of a wall. Andre can't jump off a wall. I mean, there's no walls around for a guy to jump off of, but, you know, if there was one, he'd jump right off of it in Andre's face. Yeah, like right here. Ugh, look at that. Nobody stands a chance now. I got a wall. You're all screwed. I love it. Video games are fun, people. Whoops, whoops. Oh no! The wall backfired! It didn't work. Got one more for you. Oh, didn't do it. Didn't put him down. Simmons, he can take a beating. Good for you, Simmons. Sunglasses didn't even fall off. Alright, new song. So, alright. One more hit and guy's pretty much toast. Yeah, there he goes. I think this is my last continue also. I've not been playing to win, really, which would have maybe made for a more interesting stream had I been trying to get all the way to the end here, but oh well. It's more just about playing the game, talking about it, hearing some of the awesome music in it. That's a cool track too. Get up. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, there it goes. I was just going to say, Andre has a habit of trying to jump on you when you're down, which is why you always got to mash your buttons to get up quick. This should be the boss now, I think. Unless they want to throw more, like, knife or flame guys at me. Yeah, there we go. I've played this game enough times, I probably had that locked away somewhere in my subconscious and just knew that that was coming. Oh, you cheap bastards. I hate those Elgato guys. Yeah, there's the boss. There's Rolento. Master of throws. He's a judo expert. He's got his dumb baton there that he loves away. If I'm gonna make it past this, this might be it here for my run on arcade mode. I can hope. Not looking good. Throwing out a lot of grenades, man. Didn't make it. I got no continues. Oh no, I'm sorry, Cody. I'm sorry, buddy. No. That's okay. Cody will ride again. That's not it for him, man. It's funny because I've heard that Cody, once he joins the Street Fighter games, as far as canon goes, he's like the strongest guy in all the Street Fighter games. Like even stronger than Akuma, apparently. Which I find just wild because he just seems like, you know, dude off the street. But well, I guess that's all those characters. Oh, you know what I had here? There's a time attack mode. I should be playing that. I should back up. I should get into time attack here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset. Cat's looking at my Sega CD right now, like, what is that thing doing? Yeah, time attack is fun. There's a track that I don't hear anywhere else in the game except for in time attack mode, and it's got its own stage that's nowhere else in the game either. So that's kind of cool. It's a neat little exclusive to this version. I'm gonna go with Cody because Cody is my guy. Cody's well-rounded. I like that he hangs on to knives. Oh shoot. My buttons switched around because I reset, but oh well, that's okay. I can adjust. There's only 2 of them. Into that, didn't I? So the song's a little repetitive. I like it though. Wrong button there. There's only 2 of them and I mixed them up. Good job. There we go. A little crowd control there. I'm gonna go again, do that one more time. New record. Good job, me. Keep going with Cody. Yeah, there's I don't know if you advance to it or what. I haven't played this in forever, by the way. It's not like I've been playing this game all this week or something and preparing for the show. Because sometimes I do that, but with this one, I felt like I was so familiar with it, I just popped it in. I thought, oh, it'll be easy. I can talk about that. I love that game. But I feel like there's another stage for time attack mode. I really clearly remember fighting on like a bridge, maybe over a highway. And I'm guessing you just gotta progress far enough to be able to maybe scroll over that way. Maybe it starts here and you eventually get over the bridge. So I'm gonna give this another try and see if I can actually get to it. Quit running, you get over here. Good job of dodging hits for a little while there, but those poisons, they really move around quickly. Hard to get away from sometimes. Oh, that was a stupid second hit there. This is a bad spot to be surrounded by these guys. There we go. Worked out in my favor. Ah! Yeah, no, I'm a bum. I'm not going to get any farther. You know what, though? Fun. Wow, 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 wow. This game still holds up. You know, 25 years later, I guess. 20 to 25 years later, I still like Final Fight. I can still sit here and play it and have a good time. Still love the graphics, love the art, the music.
Metro City, a well-known crime capital.
The action is fun.
Ruled by
I know brawlers and beat 'em ups have come around, come a long way since this game came out, but this one's got such a classic formula. I don't think it'll ever go out of style. I think this game's always going to be one that you can go back to, kind of like Pac-Man. So it's definitely a staple of its genre. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for visiting this one, and we'll catch you next time on My Favorite
Metro
Games.
City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruled by violence and death for many years. A fact which the newly elected mayor and former street fighter Mike Haggar plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all of the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Haggar's plans, they took immediate action to bring this new mayor under their control. Sometime in 1992.
Hello, Mike Haggar here.
Hee Mr. Haggar. So pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe you know who I am. Don't hang up. We have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter for your cooperation. And we'll throw in the regular monthly bonus to your salary we offered before.
What? What happened to Jessica? Who is this?
Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV.
You son of a... What have you done to her?
Nothing yet, but we'd enjoy the opportunity. Listen to reason, man. Why make your job difficult? Just let us do as we please, like the mayor before you did.
Guy, Jessica was kidnapped.
Jessica?
My sweetheart since childhood.
The Mad Gear must pay. She's my friend too. Count me in.